जय दांगी, गुड इवनिंग, नमस्ते। आप सबों का दांगी टीवी पे बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। और आज हम एक और इंटरव्यू लेकर आए हैं और आज हमारे साथ कुछ नया और कुछ यूनिक है। अब तक आपने जितने भी इंटरव्यू थे उसमें कई बड़े लोगों को देखे आपने, बट आज हमारे साथ अगर मैं कहूँ तो यंगेस्ट इंटरव्यू है हमारे साथ, जिनके साथ हम बात करने वाले हैं, रोशनी जी। रोशनी बेसिकली चेन्नई में रहती हैं। बाकी डिटेल वो बताएंगी कि कहाँ से वो बिलोंग करते हैं, हम उनसे बात करेंगे। तो चलिए बिना समय गंवाए हम उनको इनवाइट करते हैं।
Hello.
हेलो रोशनी, आपका बहुत
Hello.
बहुत स्वागत है।
Thank you.
सो
I'm
रोशनी,
very
बिफोर वी बिगिन, या यू वर एड्रेसिंग, प्लीज गो अहेड।
was yeah, like I'm very grateful and like thankful to coming over here in this platform. Like I'm very happy. That's what like I wanted to say.
If I would add to that, so I'm more happy than you. It's happier than you actually, I would say. So that is something, when you see a young mind, young people grow together and get beyond the boundaries, it always
Mm.
feels great.
Yeah.
And we want to see people like you coming forward and talking much. So रोशनी, बिफोर वी बिगिन, आप जो ऑडियंस हैं उनको आप बता दें कि आपका बेसिकली आप कहाँ से, मतलब आपका घर कहाँ है,
Okay. Okay.
a little
So
background about your family.
yeah, sure, I'll do that. So basically, I belong from Bihar. Basically, my hometown is in Bihar, which is like Sherpur. It's like a village. So I'm basically from there, and then basically my whole childhood is from Delhi. And then, like when I was around in fourth standard or fourth grade, I shifted to Chennai, like for my higher studies, so I can like get a good background and like a good education probably. And so yeah, that's fair. So that's and then my parents are like my father and then my mother. They basically live here in Chennai, and rest of my families are in Delhi and then in Bihar. So yeah, basically that's all.
All right. So basically, I'll let audience know. रोशनी
Hmm.
जो है वो गुरुआ के पास जो शेरपुर गांव है वहाँ की रहने वाली है। और शी फ्रिक्वेंटली विजिट्स आल्सो। और रोशनी के बारे में मुझे जो दिल्ली में से मुझे पता चला, और तो एक कोइंसिडेंट था, काफ़ी टाइम से बात चलती थी, सिंस यू हैड योर एग्जाम्स, योर 10th बोर्ड एग्जाम्स। So we were delaying this. We thought once you are done with this and then we'll start. So Shivnandan ji ने आपके बारे में बताया था दिल्ली में, and
Hmm.
he actually told me that now she is over with exams and we can go ahead and do the interview. So Roshni, one thing that I would like to understand.
Yeah.
So you are there in Chennai, based around Chennai. So how do you feel? People, you belongs
Yeah.
to a state where most of the Hindi speaking people are there, and you have gone to where nobody speaks Hindi.
Yeah, well, it was difficult at first, and I was like really not good in speaking the regional language over here. Like, I did not understand to a point, it was very hard to communicate. Like, बहुत मुश्किल होती थी कम्युनिकेट करने में लोगों से एंड अगर आपको कहीं जाना है तो वहाँ पे भी जाने में बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता था बेसिकली आपके हाथ में गूगल ट्रांसलेटर होना चाहिए लाइक दैट लेकिन फिर धीरे-धीरे सब इंग्लिश ही बोलते थे लाइक ऑल माय फ्रेंड्स वर ओनली लाइक इंग्लिश सो इट वाज ओके आई कैन मैनेज बिफोर दैट माय इंग्लिश was like very not good at all like it was very broken in fact I used to speak a very bad like it was like completely broken English so I had to boost myself from there so I can like catch up exactly with my friends. Yeah, I used to get teased a lot also. Yeah.
I completely understand. So, Roshni, going forward, I just wanted to have a discussion, just let people know. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, yeah, you are completely.
Yeah. So I wanted people to know, just if I go 5 years, 6 years back, or 7 years back, we were mostly talking about speaking English,
Mm.
speaking English. But now we don't talk about speaking just English, because now most of the schools have started, with English medium. Even the smaller private schools, they have come up to the English medium. So people do speak English. But
Yeah.
now it's time that people speak a good English, and excellent English, a great English. So that's the difference that we want to make it. So
Mm.
so how do they do that? So since you said that you moved from Delhi, right? So
Yeah.
for how many years you were there in Delhi, if you remember?
In Delhi, if you say, I was around 7 years in Delhi since like I was born there. So from that to still I was seven, I was in Delhi. Then I moved up to Chennai. Like moved from Delhi to Chennai.
सो दिल्ली कैसा रहा, मतलब दिल्ली में हाउ वाज इट, मतलब इट वाज
Delhi
एज
was like great. Yeah, the people were great also. Like especially the food of Delhi. Oh my god, it's amazing.
आई डू लव फूड ऑफ
Yeah,
दिल्ली, यू नो, आई मिस दैट.
exactly. You and me. Yeah, so Delhi was so far it's like amazing. Yeah, I do like visiting there every summer vacation that I get an opportunity. I go there to my grandparents and like all my relatives are basically there. So yeah, basically Delhi is great.
या सो मैं दर्शकों को बता दूं कि रोशनी जो है उन्होंने अभी 10th का बोर्ड दिया है. एंड सिंस आई स्पोक टू हर yesterday, I guess, no, I think on Monday, I guess,
Yeah, on Monday, right?
Monday or Sunday we spoke, and she is planning to get admission in commerce, right?
Yeah,
All right. So that's one thing. That's what her future plans, and she's just 15 years. And you could listen to her, and she speaks better than I would say everyone. I can see that.
good.
So, Roshni, I have a question from Prabhakar Ranjan Dangi. Uh,
Yeah,
how can you learn to speak English? So, Prabhakar ji definitely will come to that point, and this entire interview is about ये पूरा interview उसी के बारे में है. So, Roshni, since you moved from Delhi to Chennai, it was all together. The cultural differences was definitely there, but the
right.
major challenge was a language, right?
Yeah.
So I happen to understood that basic English you were speaking because you were in Delhi. So how did you improve? How did you start working on this?
Yeah, so like as I said, like my English was very bad and broken. So how I basically built up my English was like reading books exactly, like watching English movies, जैसे कि songs be English say, or my mother, like मेरी mama, she also helped me a lot. She used to bring me all these English books to read. So that's also one. And then my dad, he also helped me in learning English. Like me and my dad used to have a conversation in English that helped. And yeah, so and also like when you are reading when you are listening to like English songs or English movies, it's hard to catch up. So like you can read the subtitles, like they give it at the below, right? Like in any language you want, that can help. Then you have already Google Translator where you don't know a difficult word, you can just search it up, learn the pronunciation. That's how I build it up exactly. So that's
Yeah,
the main.
yeah, that's great. So yeah, of course, these readings and listening to those English, basically the conversation. How do we learn the
हाँ,
language? हम अपनी भाषा कैसे सीखते हैं? So घर में हमको कोई ऐसा नहीं कि हमारे इधर फीड किया रहता है. हम बचपन से सुनते रहते हैं, फिर वो वर्ड्स हमारे अंदर आ जाते हैं और हम उसको सीख लेते हैं.
right.
So basically, what, चलो आपने कहा बुक्स पढ़ते थे.
Hmm.
So how did you read? जोर से बोल बोल के मन में धीरे धीरे.
Like दोनों, like it was a mix. कभी कभी मन में, कभी कभी बोल के. लेकिन मेरी मम्मा हमेशा बोलती है कि अगर आप पढ़ रहे होते हो जहाँ पे आपके पास कोई नहीं होता, like no one is around, then आप like loudly पढ़ सकते हो. That like helps your pronunciation skills. और फिर आप और फ्लुएंट हो सकते हो इंग्लिश में वैसे. और अगर कोई नहीं है, अगर आपको ऐसे लाइक मन में पढ़ने की आदत है, तो मन में भी पढ़ सकते हो.
So that's great. That's great. So I think we should have your mama and dada also on this interview. If they are available, then they can come and join us. So that's perfectly fine.
अगर मेरे पापा अभी ही इज ऑन अ मीटिंग बेसिकली और मेरी मम्मा अभी बाहर गई है.
I completely understand. So, the when we talk about talking about the watching, listening English songs or movies,
Hmm.
so how hard it was initially, and how did you overcome with that? Because sometimes it feels very hard कि मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा, फिर भी मैं उसको देख रहा हूँ या देख रहा हूँ, तो how hard it was?
या पहले तो इंग्लिश सॉन्ग्स मेरे को भी समझ नहीं आते थे. लाइक इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कैच अप एंड अंडरस्टैंड बेसिकली व्हाट द सॉन्ग सेज, what the song is about. फिर पहले तो अगर आप इंग्लिश आप जैसे ही लाइक यू लिसन टू अ सॉन्ग एंड बेसिकली आप गाने लगते हो उसके साथ साथ, राइट? Like you
Yeah.
start listening to it and then you start singing. So basically that's what I did. Like when I came across English songs, I started listening to them and grasping the words. And then I started singing along, and then when I started understanding English properly, then I understood, okay, this song is basically on this, like it's based on this. So basically, yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, so did you ever took the help of lyrics? So if you're listening a song, then you are going through the lyrics.
Okay, the lyrics were basically always there. Like I always listen to the songs with lyrics only, so I can read and then sing. Lyrics are like the great help if you wanna like sing to the songs or something like that.
All right, so well, I'll come to the reading books.
Mm.
So reading books is something that people tend to get bored. Even I want to read, but I cannot read more than half an hour. Yeah, there are some interesting books which if I start, I would like to finish it till the
Yeah,
end.
there are a lot of books like that.
So there
Exactly.
are a couple of books that I have started, and I just wanted to how soon I could finish it, and I could go
Mm.
reading till 4 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I will go to sleep, and then again I'll wake up and I'll start to that. So how did you choose the books? Whether you had an interest or you had an idea, or you tried some different type of books, and then you get to know, okay, this is of my interest. How did you come to know?
पहले तो बुक्स मेरे को हमेशा पढ़ने पसंद है लाइक इट्स बेसिकली लाइक द बेस्ट हॉबी यू कैन गेट books are like the go to, it's always in my to do list. If I'm sitting free, read a book. If I'm not sitting free, then you read your school books, kind of that. Books are like the main point, like you always come back to it. That's how basically it is. So actually, हाँ, लोगों को बुक्स बोरिंग लगते हैं. लाइक व्हेन यू रीड अ स्टोरी बुक इट्स लाइक इट गेट्स बोरिंग एट अ पॉइंट. ऐसे हुआ था लाइक मैंने एक बुक पढ़ना शुरू किया था, और वो एक्चुअली सीरीज वाइज था. लाइक हैड अराउंड 21 बुक्स इन द होल सीरीज.
Ah,
तो जैसे मैंने पहले के 2 बुक्स पढ़े एंड आई वाज लाइक आई एम गोना कंप्लीट द होल सीरीज, आई वांट टू कंप्लीट द होल सीरीज. लेकिन जब मैं 7th बुक पे पहुंची देन आई एक्चुअली गॉट बोर्ड एंड देन आई लेफ्ट इट लाइक दैट. It
yeah.
was like for kids basically. The book was around like 11 plus, and basically I was in 6th grade that time, so I read that
Um,
book.
okay.
Lekin, if at all you want to read your books, then there is an option called review the book. Like you
Yeah.
can read the preview before and summary, and if that fits your taste, then go ahead with the book. So that's how you find out whether like that book is interesting or not, if it fits your taste, so you won't get bored also and finish the book also. Yeah.
Roshni, if you ask me, you're talking more than your age, the experience and the knowledge that you have. But books, something people could talk, but even I have seen good readers couldn't talk much about those books. So
Mm.
so it is very interesting to know and understand you. When the
Right.
other day I spoke, it was very little. We spoke for 2 minutes, but when you started talking, I could feel that sense. You are younger than actually elder than your age. In terms of
Oh,
knowledge, that I would definitely say, and we are very proud of you,
yeah,
Roshni,
that's
coming to this, and
very
I'm
grateful, in
very
fact.
grateful to Shivnandan ji, who actually referred and gave me this opportunity to have a conversation with you. So going forward, I'll take one or two messages that I have with me.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Ashok Kumar Dangi, he's saying, great initiative to learn English. Thanks to Mr. Rosni and Dangi TV. Thank you very much. And we have a message from I'm Manjeet Dangi, son of Prabhakar Ranjan Dangi. It is very interesting program. Thanks Dangi TV for this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we have a Shruti Kumari, and then we have a Brajesh Kumar. Okay, so let's coming forward. So Roshni, now your exams are over,
Yeah.
but what is your interest other than study and this reading? What is your? Let's come to your hobbies and interests that you like to do more.
Well, my number one hobbies, I already said, is reading books. Then you come across my other hobbies. Basically, it's singing. I love singing so much. My mom sometimes say, "Okay, enough of singing. Your dad is in a meeting. Now stop." Kind of that. Like I'll be seeing TV, a program, and suddenly I'll start singing. It's like that. It's like my another top favorite hobby of mine. Then I sometimes draw. Then I like sometimes I wrote a poem also long before. Like that
Yeah, do you remember something?
I kind of, it's like basically it was a homework. I created my own poem. Like it was a chapter and we had to turn the chapter into a poem. So
Mhm.
then over there also my Like I developed few, and then I wrote a poem long back, like back in seventh grade. I don't think so if I remember or not. It was like a poem about spring, like how
Okay.
spring comes and then it goes, like how spring is so beautiful, basically about that. And my mom did like it a lot. I really don't have that in memory, like the poem, the whole poem. So yeah.
One thing is that's the beauty, you could say, the benefits, or you could say that comes from reading, that you develop writing habits. Your thought
Yeah.
process gets broader. That's one of the good thing. And of
Mm.
course, when we talk about vocabs, people have
Yeah, yeah.
I know a lot of questions about कि vocabulary कैसे strong करना, हमको words कहाँ से लाने हैं. So do
Yeah.
you have any answer to that?
पहले तो if you want to build up your vocabulary, my mom gave me this like when I was just learning English. तो उनने क्या किया, मेरे को एक डिक्शनरी दे दी पहले तो, one dictionary she gave me. And उन्होंने बोला कि every day learn 10 words out of this. Like
I will just
every.
stop you. I'll stop you.
Yeah, sure.
This is our parents, when we go to
Mm.
90s, every kids would have, parents would give an English book. Now
Yeah.
you find out 10 words, give it to me. I'll give you the meaning of that, and then you remember that.
Yeah, exactly. She did the same thing with me. And that's
Yeah.
also one way of building your vocabulary, and actually it did build a lot. It made me come a long way in vocabulary also. So this is very helpful in fact.
A great one of the research I would like to share here with
Yeah,
our
sure, sure.
audience, and it's for you also. Maybe no, I might be wrong, but I have heard it somewhere. So it says when you take a newspaper, maybe let's take a Times of India, or a
Yeah.
Hindustan Times. So they have a setup. The dictionary is very very large. There are
Yeah,
millions
there are.
of words, but
Mm.
millions of words are into different categories. It is scientific word, is related to technical words. So if you remove all those things, but actually when you conclude that there are only 2000 words, or
Mm.
4000 words that actually we use in a daily communication number. And out of 2000, at least 2005 4000 2500 words, like you talk about
Yeah.
cycle, laptop, computer, mobile. You Nobody says, if you go to station, nobody says law padgami padhao. Who says कि मैं law padgami पढ़ा आया हूँ? So, when
Exactly.
somebody says cricket match. So does anybody know Hindi of that? Nobody would say. कोई कहता है लंबदन धर पकड़ गो, पता नहीं, something like that. धर पकड़
Hmm.
पड़तो something. So nobody
Huh.
says that. So
Exactly.
most of the words we know. We just
Hmm.
need to frame it. And in terms of Roshni, your mom did a wonderful guidance. I think
Yeah.
she must have been gone through that from her parents. नहीं नहीं तुमको
Yeah.
तो याद करना ही है. So
Huh.
of
Exactly.
course, yeah, and of course when you read something, you get to know. And like Roshni said earlier, so you Google it now. Earlier, we have to go and look for the dictionary. Now everything you have on your fingertips, so you just simply Google it. You just scan that, and you'll get an meaning for that. So you don't have to struggle much for that.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
true. I'll take another message.
Yeah.
Wow,
Sure.
amazing program on Dangi TV. संजय भारती, ही इज फ्रॉम दिल्ली. ही सेज हमारे समाज की बेटियां बहुत आगे बढ़ रही है, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई. और रोशनी बेटी को बहुत बहुत बधाई और शुभकामनाएं.
Thank you.
सूरज जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. बेटी की काबिलियत समाज को दिखाने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद संजय जी. सो
Thank you.
चलो, एक तो इंटरेस्ट, रोशनी, वी स्पोक दैट रीडिंग एंड देन सिंगिंग. सो कैन
Hmm.
वी लिसन समथिंग?
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I'll just sing few lines.
या.
Okay. She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limit. She craves attention. She praises an image. She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe I made a blind. Sure, she's trying to cover up her pain and cut her woes away. The cover girls don't cry after the face is made. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Roshni, wonderful. I couldn't even differentiate that, somebody's from that actual accent, the original accent is singing, or somebody's from India is singing.
Thank you.
For our audience, can you just a little bit elaborate what the meaning of this song?
ओके, इट्स लाइक दिस सॉन्ग है जो इट्स अबाउट वुमेन पावर, जैसे ये कैसे हमारी सोसाइटी वुमेन को डिस्क्रिमिनेट करते हैं और कैसे उनके ऊपर बहुत सारे लाइक फोर्स प्रेशर डाल देते हैं कि आपको सोसाइटी में सुंदर दिखना है, आप जैसे हो चेंज करो और अच्छा बनो, परफेक्ट बनो इनफैक्ट।
True.
लाइक इस टाइप से ये बेसिकली है कि आप जो हो आप वही रहो, लाइक लव योर सेल्फ, कि कैसे वुमेन स्ट्रगल करती है। दिस सॉन्ग इज लाइक इट्स माय फेवरेट सॉन्ग। ये बहुत अच्छा पावर देता है, लाइक मैसेज, इनफैक्ट बहुत अच्छा मैसेज। तो ये सॉन्ग उस चीज़ के ऊपर है।
I appreciate, and it is indeed a wonderful song.
या,
So it directly touches your heart, touches your soul.
इट
That's
डज।
something, when you actually can feel that, it can feel it. So okay, coming forward to that. So do you love cooking, or you only just love eating, or you don't love eating also?
I love eating a lot. In fact, I do cook sometime, like basic stuff. Like my mom says, like right now it's your time to focus on studies mostly. So I do cook few stuff if my parents are not around. Like अगर मेरे पापा मम्मा नहीं है घर में, तो मैं अपने लिए खुद बना सकती हूँ खाने के लिए। So yeah,
लॉकडाउन में कुछ मैदा और सूजी खत्म नहीं किया घर में?
किया था ना। लेकिन लॉकडाउन में सिर्फ मैंने एक ही चीज सीखा है पूरे टाइम, लाइक खुद से मैगी बनाना। लाइक द
So
इजीएस्ट थिंग।
that's the best, easiest thing and easiest way
हाँ,
to do that.
और फिर मम्मा ने मेरे को लाइक लाइक आटा कैसे उसको बनाते हैं, लाइक डो, लाइक गूंदने
डो
के लिए,
कैसे
तो वो
बनाना है?
सिखाया है। हाँ, उससे आगे मेरे को और कुछ नहीं आता।
जरूरत भी नहीं है. I wouldn't say, I was not asking that about you. I just wanted to understand, few people like I love cooking. I have my interest in cooking. So
हम्म।
weekend is normally, weekend is on me. So everybody, my kids, might have a
लाइक
daughter.
ग्रेट थिंग ऑल्सो टू कुक। मेरे को हमेशा से सीखना था, लेकिन फिर स्टडीज जैसे जैसे मैं हायर अप क्लासेस में जाती गई वैसे लाइक आई हैड टू मोर फोकस ऑन स्टडीज। सो ये सब में मैं कर नहीं सकती थी।
थोड़े टाइम के बाद फिर वापस से वो इंटरेस्ट आएगा. I'll get that
हाँ,
interest again,
या,
and then so that's something. So it's not a regular cooking, something you want to try. So I
हाँ,
have a, that
वैसे
zeal,
मैंने
that
ऐसे
I
तो
look something, I'll try first. I'll see, okay. So if somebody would say hi, it's good, then I'll go ahead and make something more. Otherwise, I'll stop right there.
और
So
कभी-कभी
that's
तो
it.
मैंने मम्मा को अपने हाथ का, जैसे कि कभी मैंने एक बार पास्ता बनाना ट्राई किया था यूट्यूब से देख के। इट टर्न्ड आउट प्रीटी गुड, इट बहुत अच्छा आया, तो मम्मा ने बोला सही में बहुत अच्छा बनाती हो। फिर मैंने और ट्राई किया, फिर उसके बाद से मैंने 2-3 और चीज़ें बनाई हैं, फिर और मैं बना ही नहीं पाई।
Actually, today, when as long as we take this as an hobbies, it's great.
या, या इट
But
इज़।
I don't want, like people to, come forward and go ahead and study and do a lot of things, not get into this home chaos, and then, that has to be, that should be equally shared between both. That's what
या,
I believe. Okay, so coming forward, Roshni, so books that you read.
हुँ, लाइक
So what is your interest?
ओके, लाइक बेसिकली जॉनर, राइट?
Yeah,
या, सो
what
आई
is your
लाइक
genre?
I like suspense, thriller, and horror mostly. Like I like these two, like these three genre a lot. Basically, on this, like it gives me thrill to go on, and like it gives me curiosity, like what is gonna happen. Like it has different kind of thrill in it. So yeah, I like a lot. And basically, I'm reading a horror book only. Like yeah, recently I started reading a horror book series. Yeah.
Okay, so do you watch web series?
I did watch some web series, not a lot, only some, like dramas, like
Okay,
different language dramas. I like that.
okay. So one question that prominent, most of the people would ask,
Yeah.
like, of course, you did, you watched a lot of, listen a lot of English songs, you read books, you follow dictionary, you Googled. But one thing is, Roshni, still, people would like to know, even I would like to understand. So, how to, become fluent? So, how did you find yourself? How did you develop, that you could, uh, in Hindi we say dhara prabha.
Yeah. So basically, my fluency came from conversations. That's how I started my proper, like the proper fluent English. Conversation are like the best thing. Like my father and me, we both used to have conversation in English. So that also made me fluent. And you know, जैसे कि आपको अगर कोई words नहीं आता, तो बेस्ट थिंग है कि आप प्रोनाउंसिएशन उसका चेक करो. तो अगर आपके कोई वर्ड प्रोनाउंसिएट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तो यू नो चेक द प्रोनाउंसिएशन. सो दैट ऑल्सो मेड मी फ्लुएंट इन सम वर्ड्स. हाँ, दैट्स बेसिकली इट इज कॉन्वर्सेशन. फ्लुएंट और आपको अच्छे से बनाएगा.
Yes, I would agree to that.
Mhm.
That see, when you speak or anything, it requires practice. तो
Yeah.
आप practice कैसे करोगे? You need someone to talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a great way of practice also, and make it makes you fluent also. You know, like how to practice English, just conversate with anyone who is good at it, who can, you know, correct your mistakes also. So
Yeah,
मेरे, या एग्जैक्टली, तो मैं पापा के साथ जब कॉन्वर्सेट करती थी, तो लाइक मेरे कुछ वर्ड्स गलत निकल आते थे, लाइक इट रॉन्ग प्रोनाउंसिएशन. तो मेरे पापा वहीं पे मेरे को रोकते थे और बोलते थे, इस वर्ड को यू डोंट प्रोनाउंशिएट इट लाइक दिस, you have to say it like this. So that also made me fluent. Yeah, okay, this word is wrong. I'll change it. I'll learn it next, make it better. So yeah,
that's good. I have few more messages that I would like to take.
sure, sure.
So I'm not sure who is employing, doing great.
Thank
Anmol
you.
Kumar says, good initiative taken by Dangi TV and great good work, sister.
Thank you,
So,
Bhaiya. He's actually my cousin brother.
okay.
Yeah.
And we have Shanandan ji.
Thank
Well done,
you.
Betty. Appreciable. And thanks to Brajji for motivating the children too. Thank you very much, sir. It's all because of you. You know, you helped me a lot. At least pointing out to the right person. Um, Shruti Kumari, intelligent Bitya, stay blessed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And do we have any question? What is the importance of grammar to speak English?
Oh
A
yeah,
very good
grammar is.
question. I would definitely take this up. Yes,
Yeah.
you
So
would answer, and then
basically,
I would definitely try to add something if I know.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
sure, I'll answer. So
I'm
grammar
feeling.
is.
I'll tell you to be honest, Rosni, I'm a little nervous in front of you.
Oh,
Uh,
you don't have to be. It should
no,
be me who should be nervous.
no, I'm a little nervous. Coming to I
Mm,
studied in Fluent Bihar board, and
yeah.
then I went to a coaching to learn English. And I still remember those days, when I used to speak, people used to say, ये पागल हो गया क्या इंग्लिश ही खाएगा कहाँ तो चला जाए इंग्लैंड. People used to say this. I still remember those days.
Mm,
But still, I have that inferiority still that I could see. And to be
mm.
honest, I'm little nervous in front of you.
You shouldn't be actually. It should be me. Like मेरे को nervous होना चाहिए.
नहीं आपको नहीं होना चाहिए. You are really a good speaker, good learner,
Thank you.
and as far as I know, you're great. You're great.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yeah, so
Let's take this.
basically, yeah, sure. Like basically grammar is actually very important. Like आपको अगर sentence build करना है तो उसमें correct grammar होना चाहिए. Like correct grammar आप you have to put in places ताकि आपके sentence correct हो. So grammar is also like very important in speaking English. Basically the grammar is like the key basically. Like अगर आपको sentence formation में you need grammar, डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज़ में भी आप ग्रामर यूज़ करते हो इंग्लिश में अगर आपको बोलना है. सो ग्रामर इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. या इट इज़. सेंटेंस बिल्डिंग में बेसिकली ग्रामर बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है.
Basically the idea is this, that when you talk, when you speak, the sentence building is missed. Means the
या
basic thing is sentence framing, where you need a grammar. So you don't need to get into deep grammar, but
या
yes, you need a grammar to basic sentence framing. अगर मैं हिंदी में बोलूँ कि मैं ये बोलूँ कि मैं खाना खा रही थी, तो how would it sound? So that's similar in English. So you need to understand the basic grammar of to framing the sentence and coming up with the understandable lines, actually sentences, actually. That's what we call it. So Rosni, so what is your future plans?
माई फ्यूचर प्लान्स है अभी. मेरे को तो कॉमर्स लेना है 11th एंड 12th के लिए, एंड मोर लाइक इन कॉलेज, और फिर जॉब बेसिकली बिजनेस रिलेटेड मैनेजमेंट. लेकिन अभी तो मेरे बोर्ड एग्जाम रिजल्ट्स पे डिपेंड करता है कि मैं किस स्ट्रीम में लेती हूँ, लेकिन मैं कॉमर्स ही लेना चाहती
It
हूँ.
would be great, that we know. and we congratulate in advance and we wish in
Thank you
advance
so
that it would
much.
be great. It would be great. There's no doubt about it. There's no question about it. That's for sure. We know. You know. That's for sure. We know. So, any let's talk something funny. You know that you
Yeah,
would
yeah.
experience. You know, at your home with your mom, dad, or your
Hmm.
siblings.
जैसे कि ओके मैं ये बताती पहले अब मैं इतना फ्लुएंट हो गई इंग्लिश में राइट तो
Hmm.
जैसे कि अब मैं अगर इंग्लिश में किसी से बात करती हूँ तो कभी बोलते हैं कि सच्ची में कहाँ से आई हो इंग्लैंड या ब्रिटेन से इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश क्यों बता रही हो लाइक बोलते हैं हिंदी में बोलो हमें समझ नहीं आ रहा इट्स लाइक दैट अब मैं लाइक अब जैसे कि डेली बेसिस में इंग्लिश अब मैं बोलती हूँ अब हिंदी मेरा कम हो गया और इंग्लिश ज्यादा तो कोई कोई तो
Actually,
लोगों को
what
बोलना
difference is coming up?
या कोई कोई लोगों को मेरे को बोलना पड़ता है कम कर दो थोड़ा इंग्लिश हिंदी में थोड़ा बोलो मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा तो ऐसा हो जाता है और
Um, yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
यू गो हेड
No, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
okay basically that's all I wanted to say it's yeah English is also fun you understand stuff even like you go to places and they don't know your regional language English you can say it English is like basically everyone mostly everyone understands
Yes.
if you
After,
don't
if you say India is one of the biggest country after America,
yeah
I would say, where people speak English,
yeah
and most of the jobs here are based out of English. If you ask me
yeah
what you do, so I'm earning of what I speak in English. That's what I'm earning about.
your English is actually very good
Degrees are keeping on the shelf, but this is what I speak and I earn. So that's it is giving a livelihood, so
yeah
that's one of the. And Roshni, in terms of you, to be honest, people do say the right thing that you have come from I don't know which planet, or which other country, that the Hindi have come to that extent where they speak, and English have gone to that extent where they speak. So it's a wonderful thing, it's a
mm,
wonderful thing, Roshni. To have this, it's a wonderful thing. This is inequality that everyone wouldn't have, and people should try to opt for this, because this is something it always helps you.
yeah nowadays English speaking is also very helpful in getting a job it's like almost the
Very important, very important.
main priority like you should know English so yeah I see that what
Right.
it is
So I'll go forward. So do you do some blogging, or very active on social media, or little less active on social media?
Not exactly. I do have like I go on Insta online sometime, but not. I don't do blogging mostly. Like I don't. My mom actually said me like become like do YouTubing sometime like how people create vlogs. But I'll be like I'm not that great interested in it. But I did say my mom that I'll think about it in future. You know, but not exactly right now.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'll
Yeah,
just.
sure. Go ahead.
All right. So
Yeah, sure.
yes. So we have Dangi Nivash. He's from Ahmedabad. He's saying Shruti Kumari को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई. So thank you, Nivash ji. So Roshni, I don't have much question now to ask, because everything I wanted to ask, I have asked. So one question: when you go to hometown,
Mm, mm,
Bihar,
yeah.
so does people stare you like this? अरे ये अमेरिका से आ गई क्या?
नहीं, लेकिन जब मैं इंग्लिश बोलने लगती हूँ तो सीरियसली बोलते हैं मेरे को कि कहाँ से आई हो? लाइक दे आस्क मी लाइक इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश काइंड ऑफ दैट बोलते अब हिंदी बहुत जाओ अभी यहाँ पे लाइक इन बिहार लाइक नॉट दे मोस्टली स्पीकिंग हिंदी और मैं हिंदी बोलने लगी तो अपने आप इंग्लिश कन्वर्ट हो जाता है
Actually, I completely agree with you.
या तो यही होता है सब देखने लगते हैं लाइक ओ माय गॉड ये क्या बोली समटाइम लाइक दैट मेरे ऊपर लाइक कंप्लीटली मेरे को देखने लगता है जैसे कि मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया कि नहीं, हमेशा ये डाउट रहता है कि मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया क्या, ये मेरे को ऐसे क्यों देख रहे हैं समटाइम लाइक दैट।
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Something different, something unique. So definitely, I would speak to my audience, and I would say Roshni is a person to whom we can follow, and she inspire us. She inspire a lot of people, and young generation who are coming forward. Roshni is just 15, and you have heard her. आपने सुना रोशनी को, and वो कितना अच्छा बोलती हैं. She is good at study also. ऐसा नहीं कि शी नॉट गुड एट स्टडी ऑल्सो. और मेहनत की है. 15 साल की उम्र में मैं कहता हूँ जो बातें आपने बुक्स को लेके की, जो आपने उसके क्राइटेरियाज को रखे, आई वुडंट से कि एक 25-30 साल का वो अनुभव है. दैट्स द एक्सपीरियंस यू ब्रिंग ऑन द टेबल, रोशनी. That's
थैंक यू
actually,
सो मच।
to be honest, that experience you bring on the table. So I am really mesmerized. I'm amazed, and I still say
थैंक
I'm little nervous. I'm little nervous, still nervous. So if you find my mistakes, you can completely point out to me.
Oh no, no, you didn't make any mistake. You were like great, completely.
No, I know I make mistakes. So so you can always point out. So that's one thing, but definitely, Roshan, there's a lot to learn from you, and
Thank
I want
you
our
for
people
that.
to learn.
Yeah,
Importance of pronouncing word in English. Just one question will take
yeah, sure,
from
sure.
Prabha.
It's like
So
pronunciation is also like important. Like when you go in different places, sometime like a pronunciation can help you a lot. Like accent, basically. Like you should know the difference. Accents, not you. You don't need to know like a lot of accents. Just knowing the pronunciation of the words correct is itself enough. So yeah,
yeah, और एंड यू कैन सिंपली, आपको कोई भी वर्ड है तो आप सिंपल गूगल पे जाइए, आप उसको कीजिए, वहाँ पे नीचे प्रोनाउंसिएशन का आता ही है. यू जस्ट क्लिक दैट, आप जैसे ही करेंगे तो आपको वो सुनाई देगा.
exactly.
और प्रभाकर जी का अगला सवाल है कि आप बिहार से आते हैं तो क्या आपको मगही आती है?
मेरे को समझ भी नहीं आती एक्चुअली थोड़े
हिंदी
लाइक।
नहीं आता है प्रभाकर जी, आपको आपको अंग्रेजी ही बोलना पड़ेगा. ऐसे तो
लेकिन
हमको
मेरे
भी
को
शायद
हिंदी समझ आ जाती है लाइक थोड़ी सी। कभी कभी मेरे को अपनी मम्मा से, जब हम मेरे होम टाउन जाते हैं बिहार, तो एक्चुअली वो उसी लैंग्वेज में स्पीक करते हैं, तो मेरे को अपनी मम्मा से पूछना पड़ता है, मम्मा ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा। लाइक लाइक आई वाज बोर्न एंड बॉट अप इन दिल्ली, देन आई केम टू चेन्नई, तो मैंने उस लैंग्वेज, मेरे को कभी पता ही नहीं चला कि वो लैंग्वेज
वो
है
थोड़ा
क्या।
डिफिकल्ट हो भी जाता है कि बिकॉज़ आपका
या
क्या है कि फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज आपकी हो जाती है हिंदी, और सेकंड फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज अभी आपके लिए इंग्लिश हो गई, सेकंड लैंग्वेज आपके लिए हिंदी की, तो थर्ड लैंग्वेज वुडंट कम इन योर माइंड. तो वो प्रॉब्लम होती है. अगर आप मुझे बोलोगे मैगी मगी बोलने, तो शायद कोई बोल रहा होगा तो मैं बात कर लूँ, बट अगर ऐसे बोलोगे अब्रप्टली तो आई कैन नॉट स्पीक.
या
वो दूसरा वर्ड इंग्लिश ही आएगा, वो तीसरा वर्ड नहीं आएगा, तो हिंदी हो गया, इंग्लिश हो गई. तो वो दैट दैट कम्स एक्चुअली ड्यूरिंग द टाइम.
मैंने एक्चुअली डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज पढ़ा है, लेकिन मैंने वो लैंग्वेज बिहार जो जिसमें लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं, वो मैंने एक्चुअली नहीं कभी पढ़ा। और लाइक इवन ट्राइड स्पीकिंग दैट लैंग्वेज, मैंने लाइक इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। इनफैक्ट जब वो बोलते हैं तो मेरे को कुछ भी समझ नहीं आता है। इट्स लाइक दैट।
इट हैपेंस, ऐसा होता है. सो समझ गया ना प्रभाकर जी? कह रहे हैं आपको लॉट ऑफ थैंक्स टू गिव माय आंसर्स.
थैंक यू।
ठीक है. सो again I would say thank you, Roshni, taking out some time to speak with all of us on behalf of our audience, uh, the wonderful audience that we have, and not now. We'll have people sometime come back and then look at it. Kameswar Saran, he is actually my uncle. He lives in Ranchi.
थैंक यू सो
So he's
मच।
saying congratulations. And
थैंक यू सो मच।
again we have आज पहली बार इतना इंग्लिश लिखा हूँ, ये श्रेय दांगी टीवी को जाता है. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद प्रभाकर. So it was wonderful session, Roshni, and
थैंक यू।
definitely if you come up with something, some new ideas to let people know, and go ahead and learn more
Actually,
and
I'm very like grateful right now that I could actually help, like the importance of English and like the fluency. I'm like very thankful and grateful for that, like the opportunity that I could get and share like my experience. I'm very thankful for that.
we are grateful to that finally we get some time to speak and talk to. I still remember we have been talking about you for almost 6 7 months.
Yeah.
He was told me it was almost 6 7 months back,
Mm.
and we had a discussion that you have an exam once it gets over, then we'll talk. And now last week only, I guess he gave me a number of your dad, and then I called him
Mm.
up, and then we had a discussion.
Yeah.
And then it forward. And I told your dad also that after Roshni, your turn is for the interview. So we may, Roshni, if you get time, maybe in months or twice, we'll try to connect once. So
Yeah,
at least
sure.
we can have people to know and learn, and maybe we may come up with some books and we can read and we can talk about. So
Yeah.
any book you're reading currently, Roshni, if you can recommend something.
Yeah, like if you want to have a horror and thriller genre with a hint of friendship, I like books which have like almost everything, like horror, thriller, and friendship as well. You know, friendship is very important. तो ऐसा एक बुक है, it's called Asylum. It's by Madeline Rooks, एक इंग्लिश
Okay,
ऑथर है.
I
तो
know. Finding
इनकी
books.
बुक बहुत अच्छी है. तो मैं अभी करंटली वो पढ़ रही हूँ.
That's good. Then I will start reading that. Definitely,
Sure,
I'll go to that.
go ahead.
But one thing, I'll tell my audience, like Roshni also told that उन्होंने बहुत इंग्लिश गाने सुने, बहुत रीडिंग की. तो चलिए, अगर आपको गाने सुनने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, तो एक आपको आइडिया देते हैं कि वेब सीरीज जो होती है बहुत सारी आज की डेट में इंग्लिश में है.
हाँ,
आप
एग्जैक्टली, बहुत
अमेज़न
सारे
प्राइम
हैं.
पे चले जाइए, नेटफ्लिक्स पे चले जाइए, और उनकी इंग्लिश बहुत सिंपल होती है, एंड देन दे हैव सबटाइटल्स आल्सो.
हाँ,
तो
वो
आप
काफी हेल्प.
उसको आप कोशिश कीजिए. What I have observed, that listening and watching to those things, it improves
It
a
does
lot,
not, yeah, a lot.
a lot, because listening helps a lot.
Yeah,
Like
it
वो
helps
सिंपल
with
सी एक
pronunciation
फिलोसॉफी है ना कि हम
and
बचपन में हमको कोई चिप नहीं डालता है, वो तो हम जैसे जैसे बड़े होते हैं हम सुनते रहते हैं सबको, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग. हम वर्ड्स वैसे ही सीखते हैं. द इंग्लिश इज आल्सो लैंग्वेज, दैट्स हाउ यू लर्न. आप जितना सुनते हो
हाँ.
उतना अच्छा सीखते हो. दैट्स हाउ यू ग्रो टुगेदर. सो प्रभाकर जी आपको कह रहे हैं, रोशनी जी आपको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद, शुभ आशीर्वाद.
Thank you
थैंक यू
so much.
प्रभाकर जी, थैंक यू सो मच. So thank you, Roshni. It was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you so
And
much. It
definitely,
was
if
Andy.
time permits and you are available, we'll try to connect. In a month or in 2 months once, and then we can have a other discussion on that. All
Sure,
right.
sure. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much,
It was
and
nice meeting you. Thank
same
you.
here, same here. And thank
Thank
you,
you.
audience, to have us, and Lucas. Thank you.
Thank
थैंक यू एवरीवन. होप यू आपको अच्छा लगा ये सेशन, और आपके सवाल हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, और बिल्कुल कोशिश करेंगे कि आपके सवालों के जवाब दिए जाएं. बट जैसा कि आपको पता है, इंग्लिश एक लैंग्वेज है, और सीखने के लिए बस सुनना और पढ़ना पड़ता है, और आप सीख सकते हैं. तो आज के लिए इतना ही. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.